Good morning, Hickory Bend fourth graders. This is recorder lesson number 3. This will be our last recorder lesson prior to spring break, but I think you'll have plenty to work on over spring break, and then we'll move on when we get back. So let's quick review our fingerings for the C major scale before we move on to our first song, Hot Cross Buns. So you're going to get your left hand. Remember, you are opposite of me. Put your thumb over the back hole, long finger over the second to the top hole. We'll do each note for 4 counts. We're going to go all the way down the scale without stopping. 1, 2, ready, play. Good job. I hope you were okay with all your fingerings like that. All right, guys, so we usually do something called recorder karate at school. I don't have my recorder materials here at home. Fortunately, some of the songs at least are on YouTube, so we'll be able to access them that way. So our first song, and I have some of it written up here for us, is Hot Cross Buns. I'm sure most of you are familiar with that song. If not, I'm sure it will sound familiar to you once we start to learn how to play it. So this is Hot Cross Buns. Okay, so your first note is going to be the B note. And we said our fingering for B, if you're going down your C major scale, C, B. So this is the fingering for this first note B. Thumb over the back hole, index finger over the top hole. The next note that we have is A. So you're going to leave everything and just put the long finger down so you have 2 holes covered in the front. And then in our next measure, we have G. So we're leaving everything again and putting that ringed finger down. So it will sound like this. All right, go ahead and put your finger position in B, and let's try playing that together. 1, 2, ready, play. Great job. Now, when we were back at school, we had talked about different rhythms, whole notes, quarter notes, half notes. Hopefully you remember that if a note is open and has the stick here, which we call a stem, it is called a half note. Here's our word half. Here's our word note. And half notes, that's an O there, get 2 counts. So this gets 2 counts, this gets 2 counts, and this gets 2 counts. Now when we're playing our rhythms in a whole body of music, we are wanting to look at something called the time signature, and this is something we really haven't talked a whole lot about. Both of these numbers have meaning. For right now, we're only going to worry about this top number. We won't worry about the bottom number for right now because I'm throwing a lot of information at you at this time. So we'll just do what we absolutely need for the present. The 4 is telling you that inside each of these boxes, there's only going to be 4 beats. So the boxes are called measures, and measures are separated by these vertical lines called bar lines. Okay? So when we go to count our beats, we will say 1, 2. The A is still going to get 2 counts, but it's going to come in on beat 3, 4. Still getting 2 counts. There's the first count, there's the second count. Once we cross the bar line and we get into a new measure, we start over again with 1. So the G will be 1, 2. And just like a half note gets 2 counts, this is a half rest, and a half rest also receives 2 counts The difference is, and you should remember this from back when we were at school, it's 2 counts of silence. So the rest comes in on 3/4, but 3/4 of nothing. So if I were to sing this, I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 2 counts of silence. All right, so now thinking about that, I'm going to play it for you. Don't play it, just listen, and then we'll have you come in too. While I'm playing, you should be counting out the beats. Count those out loud. 1, 2, here I go. All right, hopefully you counted your beats. Go ahead and put your fingers into the B position. And let's go ahead and do this. We're playing the correct notes and we're playing everything on the beat. 1, 2, ready, play. Great job. Okay, so now let's go ahead and play this together. So put your finger into B position. 1, 2, ready, play. Great job. Okay, now in the actual Hot Cross Buns song that you're going to be playing on Recorder Karate, we actually repeat this, but I obviously didn't have room on the board to do that. Let me go ahead and show you the music. So we played this, and then you can see it just does it again. This link is on what I posted for today, the directions for the video. I also posted this address, so you should be able to get to this song to practice with on YouTube. But if for some reason you have any problems with that, just go to YouTube, type in Recorder Karate Hot Cross Buns. There's several options. You'll find this one fairly easily now that you've seen a picture of it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead then, since I'm limited on whiteboard space, and just play this twice. So put your finger in B position. 1, 2, ready, go. Again, go. Rest, rest. Great job. I'm going to go ahead and erase this and put on the second line of our music so that we can finish up learning our song. So I'm going to erase all this. The nice thing about having this all on videotape is if you forget something, you can just go back, rewind, and look at it again. Let me fix my words here. Okay, all right, so let me put the staff up again. And the treble clef sign. And our time signature. Okay, so now the next line of music, and we can see that here. So I'm going to be drawing this line, or as much of it as I can get up. Actually, I'll probably just do the first 2 measures because you can see the last 2 measures are exactly the same as the beginning. We already know that. So we're just going to put up these 2 measures right here because that is something different. So we have 4 G's. Remember, when a note is shaded in and has a stem, that is called a quarter note. I'll put that here. And hopefully you remember, a quarter note receives 1 count. So each of these are G's. And in the next measure, we're just going to go up to the next space, and we have 4 more quarter notes. And each of these are A's. Okay, so now we know that each of these gets 1 count. But of course we want to know where we are in the beats within the measure. We have 4 beats to each measure. So we're going to actually count in our brains 1, 2, 3, 4. We get to the ledger line, we get to a new measure, we start over again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then from here we go back to the B, A, G. All right, so G, we've already played in our song. So you've got your thumb in the back, first 3 fingers down. Just watch and listen and count out loud the beats while I play it for you. It goes like this. Let's do that measure together. G position, 1, 2, ready, play. Great job. Okay, let's go on to the next measure. All you have to do for A is lift that ring finger up. So you just have these 2 fingers and the back hole covered. Let's play the A's together. Ready and go. Great job. Okay, let's play the 2 measures without stopping. Go to G, and then we'll be going to A. 1, 2, ready, play. Great job. And then after we play this, we go back to B, A, G. So let's go ahead and play these 2 measures and then go on to that B, A, G that we played at the beginning. Ready, 3 fingers down, ready, and play. And guess what? Now you know all of the song Hot Cross Buns. So when you go to YouTube for the Hot Cross Buns song, it will start, let me take this back, like this. They'll do it slow with you first, and then they'll go fast. And then you get ready to start here. B, A, G, rest, rest. B, A, G, rest, rest. G, 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 G. A, 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 A. B, A, G, rest, rest. Then they'll have you go a little bit faster. So you want to quickly get back to the B position. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's how that's going to look. And that is what you can use to practice with over spring break. So when spring break is over, let's say you've practiced and practiced and practiced and you think you can do it just perfectly, go ahead and message me. We'll set up a Zoom meeting. You can play it for me. And if everything goes right, you will have gotten your white karate belt, your first karate belt in Recorder Karate. Obviously, I can't see you to give you a white karate belt. Maybe ask your parent to give you a piece of yarn if you have it, or a white string to tie around your recorder. But I will let everybody know that you completed your first belt, and that will be exciting. We'll give you the recognition for that. Let me go ahead before we end. I'm going to play with the YouTube recording so that you can see how that all gets put together, and then we'll say goodbye for today. And as always, don't forget, if you have any questions, send me a message. I'm happy to help if I'm able to. Here we go. I'm in B position to start. And I'll try to play it one-handed. do it the fast way. All right, guys, I hope that was all clear. You're gonna do great. Feel free to message me if you have questions. And if I don't message with you before the end of the day today, have just a wonderful spring break and take care. Get some rest. Bye.